like a whistle, but yeah.
Ghost Dimension.
Well, hello everybody. Glad you're all here. Yeah, I'm still dealing with a really nasty head cold. You know, it's a gift that keeps giving. Everybody around that I know has also got it. I am a little better this week than I was last week, but you're still going to hear me rasp a little bit with my voice. So I've got my tea and I've got water with me. So yeah, let's get this started. Yeah, sure, Cindy. I can give you a card. Hi, Jess. Hi, Cookie. See who else is here. Hi, Presh. How are you? Well, I'm better. I'm not. It depends on what time of day you catch me. I'm sleeping like a rock, which doesn't move all night. So I don't know if that's good or bad. Like I said, I've still got this respiratory thing going on, and the toddler's been driving me nuts. I posted a few videos. He's got some new tricks that he's doing, you know, like coming down to the floor off his perch, which he's never done before. So right now he's locked up. He's the prisoner of Alcatraz right now, and it's the way it's going to have to be. And he's finding new ways to escape, so we'll see what happens. The Keats are happy. Mango and Pip are out, but they're eating right now. So, yeah, so let's get the cards started, guys, and see where we're at today. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm really still excited because I just got notice from my printer. The deck is on its way. So the new deck will be here. The one I'm getting right now is just a prototype, so I'll be able to show everybody, and then we'll set it up so people that are interested in it can buy it. I'm really super stoked about it, though. It's kind of cool. All right. Let's see what we've got for you today, Miss Cindy. Oh, kids have all been up visiting me, and it's been very nice to have them taking care of me. This past week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, this is, I don't think you've ever gotten this card. This is interesting. You've got the emu. Okay, emus, and I know I've told this story before. A friend of mine actually owned a pair on her farm. And they can run like 35, 40 miles an hour. And if they're after you, you better not be in the fenced in area where they are, because they will catch up. Okay, so emu. All right, so part of what I'm seeing, and it's actually probably why they showed me what they did. I feel like it's almost like fenced in. There's some stuff going on around you. That you're kind of maybe not sure about whether you want to do it or whether you don't want to do it, but I feel like it would be a missed opportunity. So, and this is, I'm seeing the emu run. Normally, you know, they'll stay and kind of in one area when they're in like on a farm like that, and they'll stay in one area because they want the humans to interact, because they want food or whatever they want, and then they'll kind of shy away. And this is not what they're doing with me right now with what they're showing me. You'll also see cartoons and stuff where, you know, the ostrich or the emus, which are in the same family, stick their heads in the sand. They kind of are odd characters. So not that you're an odd character, but you have your own rules. You have your own personality. And the only way you really include people around you is when you open and let them come in. So you know how to do that. You're your own gatekeeper, but they're saying, don't get yourself into a place where you're missing opportunities and maybe even people, meeting different people or people that could be doing something similar that you would be interested in participating in. And this is like why they're doing, and they're literally showing them run the perimeter of the yard. Okay, when I say a yard, they had like an acre to run on, and then they could go into the barn when they were let in. So that's the controlled part. That's what you have is your controlled part. But don't remember, every now and then, I heard him, I don't know where he landed. Every now and then you have to allow some new things to come in so that your experiences can grow. And I also feel like, again, this is kind of like maybe a trip because they're showing me just the gate opening partially on that fenced in line so that, the emu can get out to the rest of the world, just like you can get out to the rest of the world. But you also have that spot where you could turn around and come back in and close that gate if you want. So just know you're the one that's in charge, but there are some new things and opportunities that are going around you right now that you might want to participate or at least check out. Okay? I love you much, Miss Cindy. And that's your card today, the emu. Okay. Let me put my glasses back on. I haven't had them on because my sinuses have been so sore. Yes, you can cook. Let me get you one too. All right, hang on here. All right, here we go. Let me shuffle them up for you. I'm actually going to take my glasses off again. Yeah, it's just been a head cold. No sore throat, thank God. No anything else. It's just a sinus thing. So I don't know what's up with it. The Keats are calling you, Pip. They want you to visit. Go visit, bud. Yeah, Pip, that's what they're doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. All right. Well, this card for you today is the caribou. Okay, the elk. They're really a majestic animal, and I actually laughed because yesterday someone that has a farm, I don't remember who it was right now, but they had showed a picture from their security cameras of all the elk that actually came in to the area of the house, and they were literally in the front yard next to their car, and they were popping in and out, and it was somewhere in Michigan, and I don't remember. It must have been northern Michigan because we have them middle to up on top of the mitt. Okay, so but this with you is talking about community. Elk are very majestic. They kind of like travel in this massive herd, and the females kind of all collectively take care of the young ones, and the males kind of stand out around the perimeter to make sure everything stays safe. And it's like an alarm system. And what I'm being shown with this for you, and they also talk about communication because they communicate by what they call bleating, B-L-E-A-T-I-N-G, and they make this noise, and there's different, like how we talk, if we're excited or if we're angry or if we're happy, it all has inflection. Well, it's the same thing with the elk and the caribou. So what I'm being shown for you is like almost that you need to kind of set out into the community more. And I'm not saying like someplace you don't know anybody, but it's almost like you have to gather with friends. And I feel like you're at that point that it'll be good for you, and there'll be new friendships, new relationships that'll grow from that. And it's like you're safe, and it's almost like you have like a bubble around you, and the bubble's saying, okay, David, you're safe. You could go check this out. And this one is not about work. It's simply about like after work, home, and all that. It's almost like you have to open more. But there's people around you that you can trust and people that you do trust. So there's new things coming in as far as connections and community. But again, it's talking about your community, so your circle of people, and bringing more people in, and they're going to bring you into their circles, which is going to be really kind of cool. So I'm seeing like for this continuation probably till throughout spring, that you're going to be finding and meeting new people. You're going to find new adventures. I'll call them adventures, but new things to do. And that will occupy your time when you're not at work, because they're like, yeah, you're still a little off balance with more work, no play. Not that you don't go out and play, but you need to have it a better balance. And that's what I'm being shown for you. So there you go, Cook. I hope you are well, David, and love to you. And thanks for popping on today. All right. So now I got to put my glasses on again because I can't see. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Where am I going? Hi, Jess. Yeah, I hear you, Jess. Ooh, hi, Presh. I think I said hi to you. I am, of course. Hi, Kay. Yeah, I haven't even really ventured into my message box. So if I haven't gotten with anybody and you guys have sent me something, please know it's not because I don't care about you guys or want to respond. There's no energy. I have zero energy. And actually, I've had wild things happening in the house as typical. I haven't even bothered with them. And I think that's why they're bugging me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Well, Presh, here you go. I think, and I don't remember, but I believe you've had this card before. And it doesn't come off often. And that's kind of why I think it was connected with you before. And it is the ancestors. Let me see. There you go. The ancestors. Okay. So, all right. So what is going on? Because, I got to tell you, over the past couple weeks, and it's been a couple weeks that I haven't seen you guys, I kept getting like images that I would normally get when I read for you here of your family, and I was being shown, and not to be funny, because I have tea in my mug, but these were tea cups, like small, no handles, and they kept showing me tea being poured. And they're just stepping in right now, and they're like, hey, remember what we showed you? And I'm like, oh my God, what did they show me? So they showed me this teapot, but it was like, there were other people that were sitting around you, and you were kind of, like, you make a circle, right? And you were kind of right up here, and all these other people were kind of around you, but they were pouring tea for you. It was like to include you, to make you feel better. And to tell you, okay, now they're really loud now, to tell you kind of there's things that are going on with you that you need to quit dwelling on or adding fear to it. And I don't mean massive fear, but I mean, there's things sometimes when we don't want to do them or we don't want to step out our comfort zone that we're kind of like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. I'd kind of rather just stay where I am, even though it's not that great. But at least I know it's not that great. If I step into something else, what's going to happen? Is it going to work? And it's like you're asking too many questions for whatever this is. And again, I have this male coming in. He's a big energy, and he's like, just do what you need to do and follow that path. Don't second guess yourself. You know, don't say I can't do it or I'm not up to it, because you are up to whatever this is. And I almost want to just say it's like everyday life. It's like how you would walk through, and it's changed. You've had changes over the past couple years that have kind of, in your estimation, kind of messed things up. Okay. Where you're just being less sure of yourself, you're being less confident of yourself, and you kind of need to push through it. But I'm going to tell you what I told the Wolf's daughter, and she was up here this past week as well as my own kids, and she is one of my own kids anyway. But she was saying something about work and or something about her life, and she had felt she failed if she went and did something different or whatever, that she didn't succeed at this. And it's like, we are so hard on ourselves that we always think less of us. You know, and I used to do this. It wasn't good enough. I wasn't good enough. But then if I look at things and how I explained it to her, and I'm going to explain it to you, is good, bad, or indifferent, wherever part of our life that we're in at that second, at that moment in time, we're learning. Okay, we learn from it. It might not be something that works for you. It might be something you don't want to deal with, but you still learn from it. So when you move forward, you're not failure. You don't have failure because you're moving from it. You learn something from it. And this is what, and I want to say, because the energy's been here before, I want to say it's your dad. And I'm her father. That's what he just said. I'm her father. But that's what they want you to do. They want you to move forward, take the good things that you learned, you know, in your past. And our past is like 2 seconds, 2 minutes before now, because you can't go back and change what we do, right? So you just need to learn from it. Take everything you've learned in your life up to this point and move through it, and you'll be fine. But it's like, you've been prepared. They prepared you. You've prepared you. And it's just like, go ahead. And I almost want to feel, because they've got the circle around you and they're handing this tea to you. It's like, that's the only place you're feeling comfortable at, is like surrounded by. And it's like, it's time for you to kind of launch on your own to do some things to gather what you need for the next chapter of your life. So your ancestors will always be around you. I mean, that's pretty obvious. And again, I apologize for calling him dad, because it's father. He did point that out to me. And he's like in the collective, okay, Presh? And I've never read for you privately, but he's kind of in the collective of spirits that show up at my house now. So yeah, so he just wants to make sure you're doing for you and don't feel bad about anything. Everybody's fine. The extension into after we're human, where do we go? Where does that energy go? What do we become? What do we do? He says, we're good. So take that as we're good, because you have more lessons and things that you need to learn about. Okay, so that is your card, my dear. It is finders, keepers, here you go. The ancestors. Okay, so I hope that resonates for you, Prash. Woo-wee. Let's see. I gotta look at the cards again. No, I gotta look at the names again. Hang on, I'm trying to discombobulate it. Give me a second. Gotta put my glasses back on because I can't see. All right. Hi, Catherine Brunel. Hello. Thank you, Kay. I need healing something. Yeah, well, you know, my hair looks like I'm a hippie. My nose obviously is stuffed. Hi, Robin. I love you. I am good. How are you? Yeah, Jess, I'm excited. Very excited about this new deck. You guys, I can't even tell you how excited I am, because it's all my paintings. And a lot of the paintings I don't even own anymore because they're sold, gone. But yeah, sure, Catherine, I'll give you a card. Yeah, Nancy, hi, how are you? I will give you two. Yeah, I'm feeling a little better. I'm just looking. Sorry, my head is stuffed, so I don't work. I'm old. That was the thing that came out this weekend, and everybody, no, you're not old. It's like I feel really old right now. I have been okay, Robin. I know you go. Robin is a very close friend of mine. I adore her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And her twin boys passed away back in 2011 and 2012. They were adults, and they were very good friends of mine as well. And the family is my family. And Robin's husband, Vince, I love him dearly. My daughter knows them. We love you guys dearly. So we're getting there. Okay, so Catherine, sorry, I get sidetracked easy because my head isn't clear. All right, there you go. Today you have the Ram. Okay, so, okay. All right, they're laughing as they say this, and I laugh too because it is exactly the way I am. Are you bullheaded? Because I just got stubborn streak yelled at me for you, a big stubborn streak. And the Rams in the wild want control. Okay, one of their big things is they want to control everything with the herd. They're very intelligent creatures. They can scale a cliff or a mountainside, like stuff that you and I probably would never ever step on, or even rock climb. You know, they can jump from one little tiny ledge to another tiny ledge. They're amazing. They have their muscles and spine is put in their head so much. It's like they do this, and they're literally their shoulders and everything retract when they hit others, or they butt other rams, or they just go after somebody, and it springs back. So this is kind of what they're saying is, okay, stubborn streak, and they're like, you just keep doing that and then going back. Okay, doing that and then going back. And it's like repeat, repeat, repeat. And whatever this is that's causing you to do this, you have to take a breath or 7 and kind of let it go, knowing that we cannot control everything. We can only control our reactions and how we respond. Okay, so this is part of what you need to know. Hi, Mango. Part of what you need to know, because you're supposed to get through whatever this is. And it's like, I keep feeling, sorry, I got a lack pip in. It's kind of like you've been dealing with whatever this is for a while, and you're trying to almost, I want to say almost avoid it. But you need to just address it. You've got everything you need to address it. There's no reason not to. And it's like, but you do have to look at things from a different perspective. And I used to do this. I'm still called stubborn and bullheaded by my kids. You know, because when I was young, when I was in my 20s and 30s, I used to always think, you know, my way was the best way, and that's how I was going to approach things. And that's like far from the truth. And we have to learn that and kind of set aside our egos a little bit and kind of let the other things play out the way they need to. And the more you try to fix it, or the more you try to stabilize or keep whatever this is or whoever this is at bay, the more they're going to keep coming. Okay, so whatever this is, I hope this resonates with you. And they're telling you basically to look at it from a different position, and it won't compromise your integrity by doing so. But sometimes something's got to give, and sometimes it's us that got to give, right? We got to give it up. You know, we got to let it go. And it's not that important in the big scheme of things. Okay, so Catherine, I hope that resonates for you today. But that's what I'm getting. Okay, so the Ram is your card, and thank you for being here today. I appreciate it. Okay, glasses back on, kids. Okay, Nancy, sure. I can give you one, no problem. Let me get you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just really foggy, so Bear with me, no pun intended. I mean, I really feel foggy. Mango, you didn't even come over here. What are you doing, bud? Yeah, I know, the kitties are loud today. All right, Nancy, let's see what I got for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ah, you got one of my favorite ever creatures. I love these guys. Used to raise them. And you got the duck today. Okay. Everybody's like, wow, you got duck in your totem deck? Yeah, duck, man. Duck can teach us lots of things. Okay, so... Okay, there's a event or a event's not the right word. What do I want to say? There's like something that's in your life right now that you don't want to be part of. And this isn't saying deal with. This is like you're kind of not wanting to be part of whatever this is. Okay, so there's many different approaches that you can take with obstacles in our lives, right? And some of those obstacles are difficult for us to get around because we're not looking at the bigger picture. And ducks, and I raised them. I had at one time I had 180 ducks on my property. I had 10 acres with horses and stuff, and we loved the ducks. The ducks, we bred ducks. They were amazing because they teach us. They're top heavy, right? And they got 2 legs. And a lot of the ones I had could not fly because they were what you call khaki runners, or, you know, really big, huge duck, Muscovy ducks, which are very big, very heavy. They don't get a lot of height, right? But they can kind of fly a little bit to get around stuff. But ducks are so curious. Matter of fact, this duck right here was in my driveway and came right up to the camera because I was laying on the ground with it. They're very curious, but they never, ever give up. When they are determined to do something, they never, ever give up. And I want you to think about videos you may have seen or things on Disney or National Geographic where you see a bunch of ducks, baby ducks, following mom, right? Mom jumps in the water like they do here over my seawall. Well, for a big duck, it's not really a big deal. It's like a 3-foot drop to the water. But for a baby duck, it's multiplied by a lot because it doesn't have life experience of doing that yet. Some of them are really bold and they'll just go up and jump off like little cotton balls and fall into the water. And then there'll be those couple stragglers behind us like, yeah, no, I don't want to get on this ride. I don't want to be at Cedar Point or Disney World. I just want to be by my mom, and she didn't let me. So the mom will come back up to help them, and sometimes she'll even push them to get them into the water, right? So you're like, okay, what's this got to do with me? Well, sometimes we need to be pushed to do what it is, whatever it is that we need to do, or we need to be open to different ways of dealing with things or handling things. And I feel like with what they're showing me, it's like you're at that curb where the duck goes and they're trying to get the babies up the curb, right? And they're not sure how to do it. And the babies, some of them want to do it. Some of them get up easily. And it's like, you're just not sure what the best path is to do what you need to do next with whatever this, and they keep telling me the word and I can't connect it, but it's like an event. It's like not like an event like a concert or something, but it's like something that you either need to be participating in, or even if you lessen your your participation with it, it'll be fine. You don't have to go all in. You don't have to like be the leader of it. You don't have to be, but it's something that would be good for you to do. And they just want you to take a step back and kind of look at it from every angle of, I can figure this out. I know I can do this. And it's not something that's as difficult as I think you're making it out to be, is what I'm being shown. So it's like there's less involvement than you think. So just take a step back and look at it again, but from a different angle. Even if you, and I actually tell this to my kids all the time. When you get frustrated or there's things that are going on and you just don't know what to do, you take a step outside or go sit next to an open window and just breathe. Take some breaths in, let them out. Take some breaths in, let them out. And you'll be surprised how much more clear-headed you will become. So that's what I got for you today. I hope it resonates, and I appreciate you being here. Okay? And your card today was the duck. I love ducks. Whew. Okay. Thanks, Nancy. All right. So hi, Margaret. How are you? I'm here. Yeah, I can give you a card. No problem. Woo. All right. Okay, gotta take my glasses off again. That's how stuffed my nose is. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what I can get from Miss Margaret. Hey, those pieces of artwork that you sent me in Messenger are really nice, Margaret. I really like them. All righty, here we go. And yours that you had sent me last year, I think it was, maybe the year before, I've got those up in my front room, and my kids were looking at them the other day. They liked them too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And it's funny because I call them kids, but they're all 30 and up. So, yeah, is what it is. Okay, so your card today is the horse, okay? Oh, I love horses. I do miss my horses. I had 12. We bred Mustangs and Appies, and yeah, I miss them. I don't miss the work, though. Okay, so today, what I'm seeing is you're sprinting and running around. It's like you're experiencing life, you're doing new things, and it's like the barn door's opened and there's no holding back. And by that, I mean you're actually engaging with many things that are making you enjoy life a little bit more. And they're saying you've got free reign, no pun intended with the horse, but you've got free reign to move about anyhow you want. And I think this is just going to keep growing and growing. And I think it's also to do with your artwork that it's going to spread to more and more people. And this is something I told someone once, actually kind of recently, a little bit towards the end of last year. Art is all perspective on how people view it. You know, you can look at a 3-year-old stick drawing. It doesn't mean it's bad. That's how we are seeing the world around us. And you don't have to be Van Gogh. You don't have to be Michelangelo. You just have to be you. Art is all about your perspective and how you see things. So the fact that you're actually out there and you're sharing it and people are understanding that, yeah, you know, I don't have to be Van Gogh. I don't have to be Michelangelo. I know what I'm doing. And I'm enjoying myself because I'm expressing it through art. And they just want to tell you to keep going with it because you got a lot going on. Like more opportunities are going to come in for whatever you're working on right now. And I don't mean painting wise, but almost like where you're putting your art so that it's being seen and appreciated. So that's your card today. Keep going and moving in the right direction, Margaret, and it should do well. Okay? Woo! Okay. Here we go. Glasses back on. I hope that resonated for you, Margaret. All right, gonna go down the list here a little bit more. Sure, I can give you 1K, not a problem. Oh, holy crow. Okay, let's give you. Who else is here? Hi, Shirley Pritchard. How are you? Yeah, I'll get you a card too. All right. Sorry. Like I said, my head's not super clear, so I appreciate everybody's patience today. Okay, here we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Okay, so your card today is the praying mantis, okay? Now, and actually this is a female praying mantis, so they're big. They're bigger than the males. This for you is about how things are moving along with you, how you're like stepping into new things. And you need to remember that you need to do these things for you and others that you have supported over the years. And this can also include children, because I had that discussion this past year with my own daughter. You know, sometimes we need them to help. We need them to step up into a little bit bigger roles so that we're allowed to do what we do. Okay. The praying mantis, the females, they're like the queen ant in the ant world, and the queen bee in the bee world and stuff. You know, did you ever stop and think of that at all? You know, you go around and like with the lions, it's actually the females that hunt and take care of everything. So yeah, you know, if you look at nature all around, it's usually the females. Even with the wolves, the females are the ones that do the work. So the mantis, this is why they're showing me. Tell her this is a female praying mantis, you know, and it's almost like you're doing for you, and they just went down like this, and it's not in prayer, but it's like for meditation, it's for balance, it's for everything that you need. And I'm being told to remind you this. Okay, so the queens, including bees, wasps, ants, lions, whatever you want, eagles, you know, eagles actually mate for life. It's an amazing bond they have with each other. And the mantis, once they're done with whatever the male mantises, which are half the size of the females, once they're done with them, they literally, that's it. They're snacks. So this is not that you're going to do that and they're going to become snacks, but it's the respect they owe you. It's the assistance that you are owed. And yes, it's okay to say that, because a lot of times the way we're brought up, it's like we put ourselves last and we feel guilty if we put ourselves first. But we need to put ourselves first and take care of what helps us balance, because if we're balanced, then everybody in our sight, vision, life, whatever is also balanced, or they know they can come to you to get that help, to get that balance. Okay. So that's what you're going on. And, you shouldn't feel guilt, and you need to set them to task. You know, I'll talk to people sometimes and they'll say, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. I'll be there. I got to do this for my kids. And it's like, excuse me, your kids are grown ass kids, like in their late 20s, 30s, whatever. Like, why aren't they doing it themselves? Well, they're used to mom doing it all the time. Okay. And that's okay, because as moms, we do that. But we're also here to help our children and help younger people to grow and be able to come far enough that they're capable of handling things themselves, taking care of themselves, helping take care of other things in the world, so around them. So that's what your card is about today, Kay, and I hope it resonates for you. All right, I love you. Thanks for being here, girl. Okay, I still can't see. Sorry, I gotta put the glasses back on. Woo! Okay, Miss Shirley. Hi, Amanda. Yeah, I can get you a card as well. Hang on. Hang on, baby. All righty. Okay, Shirley, and then I'll give you one right after her, Amanda. Not a problem. Miss Shirley, let's see what I got for you today. Oh, I gotta take these off again. Sorry. Oh. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh. Well, you have the element the elemental of fire. Okay, so when this card shows up and it kind of connects with the people, this is about one of two things. Either the fact that, not literally, but you need to like cleanse, you need to clear things out, set fire to the stuff you don't need anymore. And that's not saying a real fire. That's just saying you have to kind of clean the slate, push people back, put your boundaries where they need to be. And then the other part of it is you need to stand into your own power and accept it. So many people, including myself over the years, I've done this, I don't anymore, but you don't realize what you're capable of doing. And because you listen sometimes, or not you in particular, but we listen to other people and wonder what they think, or we're concerned about how they'll feel about whatever it is we're doing, saying whatever, we feel guilt. So we don't partake. So we let them have their way. This is all about boundaries with you, not boundaries set for you from other people or things. This is about your own boundaries, and you need to go in and clear that sacred space that we all have kind of, in our life circle. I always call it the sacred circle, and that's everything in it is the things that we hold most dear, most precious to us. It's the people, it's the events, it's just things that we do in our lives. And then throughout the years, we can move them to the outside or move it to the outside and then put new things in. But every now and then we need to go in and clear it, because I guarantee you, if we don't do that at least once a year, we have things that take our energy without giving back. And this is really important for you, because fire needs air to continue moving forward. And they're like, it's like you're almost like you're getting choked out from stuff that you want to be doing or you should be doing, but your energy is being pulled in different directions. And you're just like, oh, I'll let it go again. And they're saying, no, don't let it go. You need to push things out. Okay, and not feel guilty about it and step into your own power, because you got a lot going on, good stuff, and you need to allow that to actually kind of come in for you, and so you can partake in that and you can grow as a person and you can do cool things and meet new people and just let that opportunity come to you. But you're the one that's in control. And that's another thing people forget. We're the ones in control. We can say, like, for instance, if you look at stuff that's on social media, right, and you get really angry at the way people are, and I've done this, and you just want to write back and tell them how everybody's stuck on stupid, right? Well, I've gotten to the point where I'll write it, but then I delete it and not post it, right? That's my way of getting that out, because there's a lot going on in here in the US, and it's a lot, and you just kind of get agitated with things in your life sometimes, and you need to just do what you need to do to burn that energy off. Okay, but you need to get control of it and understand that you're in control of this elemental. So use it very wisely. It will teach you many different things, and it will bring you many things, help you attain goals in your life. Okay, so that is your card today, Miss Cheryl, and thanks for coming on. I hope it resonates for you. All right, Amanda. See, I didn't have to put my glasses on that time because I knew she was right underneath. All right. Boy, Kiki, you're really loud today. Oh, they are bickering back in that corner. Mango, you're not coming out anymore, dude? Hey, aren't you coming out anymore? No? Okay. Don't be pouty. All last week, they were all really pouty because the only one I could let out was the toddler. Phoenix was the only one. These guys, you don't want to get them sick, and I actually wasn't around Phoenix, because it's a head cold, and I've had fevers with it. But other than that, I put a mask on in front of them, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and try not to deal with them because it's a lot. All right, so your card, Miss Amanda, is the medicine wheel. Okay, now the medicine wheel, for those that don't know what they are, they're from my native community. They've been used for, you know, since existence, I would imagine. But they're all about balance, and they're also kind of put up as that's the way they tell their form of astrology and planting and doing different things. And the medicine wheel here is simple, and this is a painting I had done, and the hands represent different nations, right, or different cultures. And then they would break them down, like, you know, what month they were born under, what clan they were around, what elemental they were around, what plant life, what stones, and it goes all the way down to the center. Well, what it is, it's all about balance. Okay, so with you, because the card came out, it came up very straight and straightforward for me to see it. It's all about that balance and keeping that balance. But I'm being shown that with everything it's like a new chapter, a new world for you. And by world, I mean it's new things that you're bringing in. Like all your planning that you've got and had up to this point, it's all there for you now. And you can take those positives from that and move forward with your life in very positive ways. The ancestors are literally like saying, she's got this, she's moving through life just beautiful. And it's almost like you don't understand that, or you don't feel as balanced as you should be, but you just need to continue those steps and taking those next steps, and things will be fine. You just have to believe in yourself and take those deep breaths, but remember you are worthy. And this is one thing they keep saying too. It's like you need to be more confident with yourself, Amanda. It's like, because the balance, everything is there for you to attain it. Whatever your goals, whatever life path you're chosen, it's all there. The opportunities, the people that you want to connect with, they're all right there. So you just need to be able to be strong enough to realize, hey, I'm a good person and I deserve all this. Okay, I deserve to have this balance. I deserve these positive things coming in. And they keep telling me, you've worked so hard to get to that place. Just know that your efforts aren't being dismissed. The ancestors in our spirit lands, they watch this. They watch us. They see us. They help us if, well, see, and the spirit just walked in front, because see how blurry it got? Yeah, they're like really happy with things that you've done and different things. And I always laugh when spirit steps in, because I could literally feel them. And did you hear how quiet the birds got? Really quiet, because it's a really strong energy that just stepped in. But they're saying, you know, she's got this, she does this, she needs to think she's more capable of, she needs to feel she's strong enough, that she's good enough. And you are, we all are, but you have to, wow, wait, it's getting dizzy here. It is me, right? I am seeing that it's getting blurry. Yes, it is. Okay, so just remember that, and that you have people watching out for you from the spirit world. They've kind of got you in a tight circle of support. So that's an awesome thing to have. And I hope this resonates for you. Let's see if I can get rid of this now. Let's see. There you go. Okay, that's your card. It's the medicine wheel. Woohoo! All right. Let's see. I hope that resonates for you, Amanda. That's kind of cool. I see super stickers up top too, guys. Thank you for putting them there. The kids will get them when they'll see them when they're on tomorrow. All right, so let me go down the list thing here again. Love you too. Yep, I love you. Hi, Neil. How are you? Of course. Oh, of course you could. Hang on one second, Neil. Oh, thanks, Chloe. Appreciate that. Oh, Catherine Lancaster. Sure, I can do that for you. Let's see who else here. Chicken, sausage, turkey, toasted sandwiches. Oh, that sounds good. I actually like we have a company here in Michigan that does chicken sausage, and oh, what has it got in it? It's got garlic and basil, I think, and it's really, really good. We got turkey stuff too. That's good. It's healthy for you. All right. Let's see what I got for you, Neil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okie dokie. Okay, so maybe this is what's going on. I wasn't really paying attention. The card that dropped for you in the 7th place is the Scarab. Okay, so for those that are new here, and I see there are a few people, I pulled the 7th card because there's 7 directions. There's 7 sacred grandfather teachings, and 7 is a sacred number above a lot of among other cultures. So that's why I do it. Okay, so with the Scarab, there's things, and if you know anything about scarabs, they clean stuff out. Okay, like if animals are out in the wilderness and pass, or back in Egyptian times, they used them for different things, but they also used them for jewelry. Okay, the size and shape of them, not the actual bug. But what that's telling me right now with coming into you, there's things that you're kind of dragging forward with you from your past that you can't really change, can't really do anything with. You got to let them go. And this is what this is about. It's about clearing out all the old stuff because there's no reason to drag them forward with you. You need to clean it all out to make new room for new opportunities, new goals, new next chapter, right? And we do that a lot of times. We hang on to stuff, and it's kind of like the proverbial closet clutter, right? So by that, I mean, like, yeah, you know, I get things, it's like, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. So we just toss it in our thought pattern, our process, and I call it the proverbial closet, right? So you need to get in and kind of clean that out because there's things and steps that you want to do this year moving forward, and you're going to, if you step into them without all this other stuff, kind of let go and clear it out of yourself and not carry that stuff forward, you're going to have a difficult time balancing it. So they're just saying, hey, go in. You don't have to tell anybody what you're doing, but just kind of sit with yourself and think about things that you need to release or change. Some people sometimes will like put them, like I've got a fire pit outside. They'll write on it, throw it in the fire and let it go. You know, it doesn't have to be that, but you need to let this stuff go because it's keeping you kind of like stuck. I want to say like stuck in the mud, like stagnant, like you can't move forward because you got all this other stuff that you're dragging forward with you from before, and it's not serving you. So just let it go. All right. So that is your card for today, Neil. And thanks for popping on. And it's a Scarab. I appreciate you being here. And yeah, if anybody's looking at my hands, like this one here, that's, I'm not sick. That's from picking up Phoenix. And I have to take him to the vet to get his fingernails or his claws or whatever you want to call them, his nails trimmed. And sometimes he digs a little hard when we're moving around the house. Doesn't hurt. He's not doing it on purpose. Holy crowley, whoa. Okay, Catherine Lancaster, how are you today? Thank you for popping in. All right. Hi, Becky. Yeah, I can give you a card too. I'm not in a hurry one way or the other, so I'll get to you. All right, Miss Lancaster, let me see what I can find for you. Let me shuffle the cards up. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay, just shuffled them up. There's 72 cards. Shuffled them up good, and you also have the Scarab. I always find it amusing when it does this because it's the same type of thing like I've been telling everybody doing. You need to put stuff aside. Okay, so what yours is is okay, what they're showing me is like you're in the middle of a cleanse. And by cleanse, I don't mean a body physical thing, but I mean you're in the middle of kind of like what I'm doing. I'm in my closet right now and I'm trying to sort through stuff and take stuff out. I've got so many t-shirts of every color, and it's like it's accumulated, and and I've been sick and I had surgeries. It's just gotten carried away. Okay, so this is the kind of cleaning out they show me. It's like you're doing that to a part of your life. I don't know if it's a physical thing or it's like your boundaries or cleansing so you don't do the same things again, but it's like you're getting ready or wanting to be ready for that next chapter. But you still got a little bit more to go to clean out, because if you don't get rid of, acknowledge it, let it go, whatever it is, you'll continue to pull it forward, and the things that will be wanting to come in will not totally be able to do that because you haven't completed, and the words they just said was the task. Okay, so whatever that task is, you need to finally kind of complete it. Or acknowledge it. And that could be completing it is just acknowledging something to let it go, which could be emotional. It could be a person that kind of has left your life, anything like that, but you have to let that go. Finish it. They said you're so, so close. And once you do, and again, like I told Neil just a minute ago with the cleaning out, that's what it's for. That's why it shows up. And sometimes the hardest thing to do when stuff keeps us stuck is to admit what is keeping us stuck, to acknowledge it, and to put the work actually in it to releasing it. So that is your card, Catherine, and I hope that resonates for you. And thanks for popping on. All right, here we go. Miss Becky. Woo! Woo! All right, let me get Miss Becky. Let me get these cards changed up again. Let's see what we got. Hang on here. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I love this card. People always laugh at me, but I love this card. So your card is the cow. Okay. I love cows. And if anybody has ever tuned in when I've been on and pulled cards, the cow card before, I love cows. Always have. They're actually very, very, they can be very, very sweet. They have 3 stomachs. And if you've ever heard the word ruminating, like why are you ruminating over this? This means why are you mulling over it? Like it takes time, right? Cows actually have 3 stomachs. And this is where ruminating, the word, comes from. And what I'm being shown is you're not ruminating enough over something that's going on with you that's kind of like, and what they're saying is kind of reared its ugly head, that it kind of came up and showed up and it kind of took you by surprise or kind of off guard or whatever. And they're saying don't move quickly through whatever this event or person showing up or whatever this is. Don't try to move through it really fast, because if you do, you're going to miss why it showed up in the first place. And taking a little extra time is not going to hurt it. But it's definitely like mull over the ideas, the possibilities, the opportunities, think about it more. And once you take that time and take that step back, and it doesn't have to be for long, you can give yourself a day, a couple days, whatever, but really sit and see, what is it I need to happen out of this situation? And once you do that and kind of make an A list, a B list, and a C list, I think with what they're showing me, you'll be able to make the correct decision for yourself, but they want you to think about it for a bit. Okay. So you definitely need, whatever this is, to think about it a little bit more than you normally would with stuff, because there's so much, and this come up as well. It's like there's so much out of the line of positive things that can come in, and it just depends on which direction you take, and not physical direction, it's just choice direction. Which things will line up, and none of them are really bad. They're just all different. And you need to take that time to kind of think that through, Becky, before you move forward. And then it's going to be whatever you choose. It's going to be a good fit for you. But they're also telling me to tell you, as you ruminate, as you think about it, remember that if you take a certain direction or path or make a certain choice, that doesn't mean you can't always go back or go over. You're not losing time or anything to pick one of the other options or paths. Okay. Okay. I think that's it. So that is your card today, and it is the Cow. Thanks so much for being on here. All right, let me go down here again. Again, thank you, Chloe, and let me put it up here. Yep, thank you, Margaret. Oh, I don't remember either exactly, Presh, but woohoo. Hi, Pixie, how are you? Oh, okay. You're not guessing yourself? Yeah, oh, I get that. I have so many people walk in my house all the time. It's crazy. But yeah, they're sitting still. I don't think, I just look at them and you're inclusive. They're giving you tea in a circle. And I'm still getting that message really loud, Presh. It's like you have to, it's up to you. It's not up to other people for you. It is literally your choice. Just your choice. And don't question it. Just do what feels natural. Do what feels right. Okay? Okay, Miss Pixie, 1 second for you. I can't do it today, Presh, but later this week, inbox me on my business page and I'll talk to you, okay? Just inbox me. I'll sit with you and we'll talk about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it? Okay, no. Get hold of me, because I'm like, your family could have me sitting here they love to talk. They love to talk. Okay. All right. So Pixie, your card today is fire. Your card, though, isn't about cleansing. Your card is about something like I told myself this morning, because somebody threw the gauntlet down for me. It's like getting our butts up to do what we're supposed to do rather than what we want to do. And I'm laughing because I know you know how that is. But you control that. How high the flame is, how high, but it's something that you just haven't gotten around to, and you need to do it. And they're actually showing me an arm with a torch with a fire on the end, and they're like chasing you with it. So it's like, it's okay. It's something you wanted to happen or asked for. And now that it's here, you're not so sure, is what I'm hearing in my head. And I'm not sure if this resonates or not, but this is what they're showing me. And they just keep chasing you with the fire. So whatever it is, you have expressed interest or asked for it or mentioned it out loud, and they're taking it from the spirit land and they're making it real. But this is like, yeah, you asked for it, girl, you got it. Okay, just remember you're in charge of how that fire moves, and that'll help you attain whatever that goal is. Okay, there you go. And that's your card today, Elemental. Thank you. Well, and I see that. And you can question it. And I don't even remember what card you had right now. That's how quick it leaves my head. So as I said, not today. And actually not tomorrow either, because I got to be here. We're doing Spiritually Paranormal, and I just don't have the energy yet for it. But send me a message over on my page, and I'll have happy to. Hi, Kim Watson. How are you? I am alive. I am okay. All right. All right. Okay. Gonna move down again. Yeah, I got Catherine. I got Pixie. Oh. Ha! No, honey, I'm not. I have my daughter's 30, but some of my best friends' kids, who are also my kids, they're in their 40s. So yeah, no, I'm not super young, but that's okay. I don't think I'd ever want to go back. I know I would never, ever, ever go back to my 20s or before that, ever, 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 ever. But I could handle the 30s again and the 40s and the 50s. I could do again, but I'm not there right now. I'm 63, and yeah, I guess I'm not old and by today's standards, but I'll tell you, my body feels really, really old, Chloe. Sometimes, you're welcome, Catherine. I see you. Sometimes it's just a little crazy. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I say it, and this card pops up, so it makes me laugh too, and I'll show you in a sec. But I say it because in my 20s and teen years, I motocrossed with motorcycles. I had a motorcycle, and I worked with horses and helped train horses. And I can't tell you how many times I got flown off of either. And I played sports really heavy, so my bones feel like they're over 100. So it's just kind of crazy. All right, so Pamela, really cool card for you. It is the wolf. Okay, and that's my other half, and she doesn't let me forget it from spirit. So yeah, so the wolf comes to you today. Is sitting in front of you. They're showing me a road. You're walking down a path, right? Like in the woods or whatever. And the wolf is waiting for you to get there, waiting for you to catch up. Wolf steps in for teacher, for protection, and to help you take leadership of your pack. In other words, your people that are your people, the people in your sacred circle. Lone wolves are not a good thing. So when you hear somebody say, oh, my name is Lone Wolf, that's not a good thing. The only reason the wolves travel alone is because they've been ostracized by the pack, they're ill, or there's something not right with them. Okay? So this is sitting here, and they are waiting for you to catch up. And it's like you're on this knowledge quest, is what I'm being shown. And you're learning from all these different places. And once you reach to where the wolf is, you'll be able to discern the things that you learned, what's good, what you keep, and what you let go. Okay? Everybody's a teacher in life. Everybody's a student in life. I'm still a student. And we learn things as we progress on our paths, right? So that's where you're at right now. And you're getting all these collectives, and you've been taught all this stuff. And now it's like you're reaching the point right where the wolf is. That's teacher. And that's what's going to help you, kind of guide you. And I want to say this is kind of like a totem that's going to be walking with you, to share that knowledge and help you to discern. And that's the word they're using, and that's not a word I usually use for me, but they're going to teach you how to discern what works for you the best and what you can let go of. Because every situation that we walk through life with, we can pull out things that are useful and work for us. But we'll also find things that don't work for us. I've even had teachers that I've spent time with when I was younger. They taught me a lot. They taught me how not to do things or how not to be because of the stuff they were trying to teach. Okay. So it's never a bad experience, but you're in that process and you're trying to meet a goal of where you're going on your path, how you want to proceed. So you're in control of it, but that wolf will help you discern what you keep and what you let go. Great card. Love it. All right. There you go, Pamela, and I hope it resonates for you. Thanks for popping in. Okay, I'm going to go down a little bit more. Hi, Rashid. How are you? Oh, yeah, it's okay. Oh, okay. Okay, just going down, going down. What's going on? You're welcome, Margaret. What's going on with Sean and Bex? Oh, yeah, he's good. Hi, Pamela. Oh, I just read for you. All right. I'm like, oh, okay. No, I read there. Yep. Okay. You're very welcome. All right, Monica. Yeah, I'll give you a card. Hi, Lido. Wow, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I'll get you a card too. Hang on. All right, Monica, let me get you a card first, and then I'll go down to Lido. Hi, Jackie. How are you? And under her, I think, is Mike. I don't know who yet because I haven't got down there. Hang on. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ooh. Well, she's doing her thing. This is for sure. You've got the Earth card. Okay. Okay, so what this is signifying for me, and this is what they've shown me, is the Earth. The Earth is going through many, many changes, and this is what I'm feeling is happening for you right now. There's a lot of changes coming in, a lot of change. Some of it's going to throw you a little off kilter, and you're like, wow, where did that come from in left field? Never thought about it or wasn't really looking for it, but it did get tossed in your view, I guess would be a way to put it. So you have to remember that every moment, every time is a human thing. Okay. So like when I work the divine energies or I work with spirit lands with people that have been with us and have passed, there's no time. Time is a human constraint. Okay. So when I look at this, it's like there's all these changes that are coming in for you, these changes that you're working with, you're trying to balance from, and it's like it's going to be okay. Close your ears for anybody that gets like deaf ears from hearing curse words. It's going to be a shit show. Okay. Not for you, but for the Earth. Okay. There's a lot of humankind that I don't think in 63 years, and I remember when Kennedy was shot, I know I was like 4, but I still remember all that because it was such a big deal, right? So there's a lot of changes going on with society and people, and it's really not all that good, okay? It really isn't. And people are behaving poorly, people are behaving badly, and this affects everything. It affects life, every inch of it, okay, whether it's human, creature, whatever, or the ground, okay, or the Earth, because we've not taken care of her the way she should have been taken care of, and the Great Mother is a little cheesed off. And we're coming into a new cycle where warm places are getting colder and cold places are getting warmer, and it's crazy, right? And it's kind of hard to walk that balance with it all going on. You know, some days it's okay. A lot of times now, I just don't even turn TV on. I have music on all day. All day. I do things around the house. I put music on. Music that I had growing up, you know, like from my parents, anything like that, right? This is what you need to do. Don't let all those outside voices and chaos affect you. You need to kind of unplug, but you need to take care of you and what's around you. And that includes grounding with the Earth. And people say, well, like, what do you mean by grounding? Well, you can I can go outside and step on the ground. I'm right here at the lake, and I take 7 deep breaths and exhale to hold them and then exhale them. And I'm in that moment. I used to do the same thing when I worked down at Children's Hospital for 10 years up in ICU and HEMOC, and I worked the afternoon shift. When I get out of work, you know, some days were really rough because the patient wasn't good. And it's really something that you choose to do to work with kids. It's not everybody's piece of cake, okay? But what I would do is when I'd step out and then drive home, I actually rolled down the window for fresh air coming in, even in the winter. And then when I got home, I get out of the vehicle and I just stand there and look up at the night sky and just take some deep breaths before even entering my house. This is what they want you to remember to do, okay? They want you to remember to ground yourself well, unplug once in a while if you need to. Sometimes I just let my kids know, hey, I'm shutting the phone off for a few hours, so don't get, you know, whacked out thinking you can't get hold of me, you know, or I've talked to them already that day. And my daughter, we talk every day, except on the weekend, you know, and I don't interrupt them. That's their time. And really, she didn't even have to call me every day during the week, but we do. And it's the same kind of relationship my mom had with her other daughter that she had with me. It's the same that she had with her mother and I had with my grandmother. So this is the way old things used to do, right? Old school. So when they say, ground yourself on the earth and let yourself know it's okay to unplug a little bit and take care of you. Okay, it's very important. It's really the only way that we're going to be able to get through all the chaos of society right now. And it's not done yet. So strap yourself in, folks, because this year is going to be crazier than last year, if you can believe that. So anyway, Monica, I hope that resonates for you, and that's your card, and it's the Great Mother Earth. Okay. Hi, Lido. Okay, I got Lido. I hope that resonated for you, Monica. Okay, yep. I will give you a card, Jackie. Just give me a second. Let me shuffle them up. Hi, Dixie. How are you? All right. Jackie, I'll get to you in a minute. Let me just get this done first. Do-de-do-de-do, do-de-do-de-do. I guess I really haven't. I only came back. I didn't think about that. I was off too much. That's probably why I haven't seen you, Lido. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, okay. All right. You got a good card. You got the White Buffalo. Okay. White buffalo is sacred among the original people. White animals in general, when they're born, they're very revered. We've actually been, I don't know if y'all have noticed it, but there's been a lot of, and I'm not talking about albino, I'm talking about white animals, creatures that have been being seen, being born. All the end of last year and into this year, there's been a white buffalo. We had a white raven, like not an albino, a white raven is somewhere here in Michigan, in northern Michigan. They've actually had pictures of it. We had white dolphin wind up showing up. So there's all these white, and white means sacred. And the white buffalo, it radiates from the north, it radiates from the ancestors, and what it brings you is those sacred teaching, those sacred healing, the sacred way of working with yourself to better yourself, to heal and balance yourself. And it's a sacred time right now for you, and wherever, whatever you're doing, it's you need to take that sacred space, and they're actually saying, like, almost take it back. And almost like, again, pull back from, just like I had told Monica, the chaos around you. It's almost like you've got to unplug, but you have to allow what they're bringing into you, the healing and balance that the spirit lands and the divine energy is trying to bring into you. You want it, but there's still like walls or windows that are shuttered, and it's like they can't get into your energy. So you have to be conscious of the fact that you have to allow it. Sometimes it's going to come up and you're like, oh, well, yeah, but I was supposed to do this, or someone wanted to do that, or something else, or whatever. So you kind of push it away. It really is not about making other people happy. It's about taking care of you. This is very loud, very direct, and it's like you need to do better with yourself. This is a sacred time. This is a special time. This is where you need to do it, okay? So that's your card today, Lito, and I hope that resonates for you. And it's really good to see you again. I appreciate it. All right, here we go. Jackie, let's see what I can get for you. What, Pip Pip? Oh, those Keats are just a hammering away back there. They're so precious. They're so tiny compared to my other birds. I had them 4 years already. I took them in 4 years ago. They were rescues. Somebody called me and said, can you handle a couple of birds? Yeah, sure. As you can hear, they're very happy. All right, Jackie, let's see what I got for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Well, here we go. Shuffle them up and same card pops up. Here we go. You've got the wolf as well. Okay. As I said, if you were listening, wolf is teacher. But for you, you're being guided. Like it's walking right next to you. And this is about believing in yourself. It's about like what I call, I don't know if you've ever heard this, it's like a touchstone. Okay. So like, say I have a lot of carnelian around me, right? I also have a lot of points. Oh, hang on one second. I use green amethyst, which is really hard to find anymore. And I use it for healing, and I use it with clients, and I give these out to my clients every now and then when they need it. And it's like all about you healing, you walking forward, but you've got this, I don't want to call it a totem animal, but the spirit of the wolf is walking with you as a guide to help you reach the right things. And it's, okay. It's about attracting the right things for you too. Because I feel like, and I know we've all known people like this in our life. It's like, and I did it in my 20s at a point. It's kind of those things that we attract. You know, you ever feel like there's a friend of yours and they're always in these relationships that are crazy, and it's because they like draw in the bad boys, or they draw in like a beacon, the bad girls, you know, the ones that are, you know, not good for us because they've got stuff going on. And this is where I feel you're at. And it's almost like you have to take your concerns more about yourself than worrying about how everybody else is viewing you. And this wolf is walking with you to strengthen your, I want to say morale, your character is what I'm being shown. It's like you're fine, you're good, quit doubting yourself. And it's like, I want to say, because what they're showing me is you walking this path and the wolf is next to you, but there's people shouting from you, like the sidelines. You know, we all hear them. We all see them on social media, like the armchair quarterbacks, you know, the armchair, you know, the smartest people in the world. And they're not, and they're not. This is what I keep seeing is like all this noise around you. And it's like you're being pushed to anxiety levels with it almost. And it's like just all this noise around you. And it's like, it's not positive. It's not good. And then it makes you second guess yourself. And what I'm being shown is allow the wolf to help you walk the right path so that you can push away with your own boundaries, setting up your own sacred circle space around you It's literally not a circle, but that's how I describe it, right? No ending, no beginning. And we put what it matters most to us in those circles. Sometimes we need to take them out, put them on the outside. Maybe they'll come back, maybe they won't. That's not your fault. And that's not a reason to doubt yourself. And you need to empower yourself. You need to allow yourself to feel good about you. You need to allow yourself to be able to look in the mirror and say, you know what, I love that person staring back to me. That person is a good person. I'm not like what other people view me. And stop listening to the chatter, because that's what I keep hearing, the chatter. And it's like, wow. I've reached a point, and it's because I'm old, but I've reached a point where it's like, nah, see the door, you don't like it, go away. I'm not doing anything to hurt anybody, you know. I do things to help others, and I do things that are good for me, good for my soul, good for other people. I assist others, and this is where you have to figure out exactly who you are and how you want to move forward, but you need to take the chaos and push it back. And that white chatter, wow, it's like white noise chatter. It's crazy. So I hope that resonates for you, and take care and be kind to yourself, Jackie. Just be kind to yourself. All right, thank you, and I hope it resonates for you. All right, guys. Well, I've been on almost an hour and a half. Wow. I did not know that. But thank you all for being here, and I hope y'all have learned something from what we talked about today. And again, I'll be on tomorrow with Miss Holly Jenkins on Spiritually Paranormal. And I've got a couple good topics. We're gonna be popping tomorrow. So stop in, same time, same station. See you guys. You have a great night, and thanks for everybody being here.
Yeah. Cool. What it? Bye, bear, my bear.
Bye, Mama Bear.
See you later, bear, my bear, my bear.